So, last time on Moon Hunters, we were introduced to the two player characters, Vith and Eleanor. Vith was being pursued by Knights of the Old Crown and found himself at a crossroads. He could either venture into the potentially hazardous, hostile Golden Country or face capture by the Knights. Coincidentally, his retainer Eleanor showed up, out of presumably nowhere. It was revealed that she actually did aid in his escape and was on his side this entire time, escaping from these knights. Relieved but not entirely out of danger, Vith and Eleanor decided to hide in a tree as they heard the two knights approaching. With some low stealth rolls, Eleanor revealed herself and was able to convince the knights that she would check to see if he had crossed the border already, while the other two knights figured out who was going to be going back to deliver the bad news. Uh, the poor knight Michael lost rock paper scissors and was had to go back to make the unfortunate report to the Leverenda family. After some time and words of confidence, the two knights left Eleanor alone, and after talking about their options, Eleanor and Vith decided that it would probably be safest to head into the unknown, making their way through the Golden Country. As they traveled through, they came across the destroyed town of Dranma. They met two kind-hearted dwarfs, Mr. Adric and Mrs. Dolores Ironbeard. The two helped them find shelter in the house of a water genasi named Sean, who had a spare open room. After saying their goodbyes and trying but kind of failing to buy a horse, um, the two left, departing deeper into enemy territory. Whatever happens to them is currently unknown as we start somewhere else. Cypher, you have been traveling for a very, very long time. Shift, everyone. You've been on the road for a while now, swapping with different people, and just kind of trying to get over to somewhere in the New Alliance. Um, a rumor you heard seemed kind of, well, it didn't bode well, and you figured some investigation of your own is in order. And your two most recent companions are a one Mr. Roberto and Chris. They have been your companions for a few towns back. You passed through the northern nation of Tetia, met up with them, and found out that they were also headed to the Golden Country. Figured that they could help you out as you are a bit older in your years, and traveling by yourself isn't the wisest of things. However, they had their aims were more towards Northtown, on the border of Tetia. Um, and they had planned to stop here, but offered to at least take you to a place that might be able to help you find someone.
I see.
Yes, Chris is the one to first speak up. Well, this tavern is usually filled with all sorts of folk. Wide, vast array of people. Surely someone in there will be able to help you out, but come morning, if you're still by yourself, and he looks over to Roberto, we'll figure something out to help you on your way. You said you were headed to Torna, correct?
Yes, that is where I intend to go in the long scheme. But I'm sure I could probably find somebody. Worst case scenario, an extra night in this town I'm sure wouldn't hurt.
Well, if you find yourself strapped for coin, our uncle's place, and he points down the road. You go down, find the fountain, take your first left, and it'll be on the right side, with some nice flower pots. Hopefully they're still alive. The
All right.
flowers, not the uncle. He's fine.
I would hope not.
But,
I'll keep that in mind. Is he looking for work, or would he offer shelter instead?
Oh, I'm sure shelter would be no problem at all. Um, food should be fine, but travel is gonna be the difficult thing. But
Mm.
someone will come by. Everyone eventually finds their way in Torna, so just good luck to you, sir, or
Thank you
doctor.
very much. You two have been exceedingly helpful. I truly appreciate it.
Well, it's like Chris said. If you need anything, just find us. We'll find someone to help you out. I'm sure.
And should I ever bump into you again, I would gladly repay the favor.
Oh, think nothing of it. As as they both. Oh, he selected the wrong thing. As they both just kind of move on, give a wave goodbye, and head out into the night as you're left
Cypher gives
alone.
a tiny bow to them as they leave and turns towards the tavern in front of him. Okay. Alright, what am I looking at
There's
here?
a relatively nice wooden door, the bane of all D&D parties.
Does it look well lit, open? Can I hear anything
Yeah.
from inside?
No, there's the normal rabble and rubble coming from inside a tavern. A lot of talk. You can't really tell if there's music going on unless you want to roll a perception check.
I would love to roll a perception check to
First
hear
roll
what
of the
kind of
night.
music is playing at this time. I've got it on normal, not disadvantage, and
Oh,
oh my
this,
goodness!
this bodes well. You're able to hear through the door. At first, you're overwhelmed with the sounds of people inside, but eventually you did hear some nice music coming in. Since you can't really see who's performing it, you don't really know if it's like from a magical source of someone just using, magic to make music, or if there's a live performance going on. But it seems like a friendly and jovial atmosphere.
Shouldn't be hard to mingle in. I'm just going to walk on in.
You enter the bar.
Yeah.
Looking around, and I'm gonna keep that perception check. You see a lady, probably the barmaid, sitting down, just kind of taking a breather after a long night. It is fairly late out. There's a group right over here that's all sharing drinks. The dwarf clearly out drinking everyone. This gnome over here is trying to hit it off with this gnome, but she's clearly not interested. There's a tiefling man, which tieflings aren't necessarily uncommon, but they're not common. Just kind of vibing at the bar. A very angry looking person back there. And that's all you can see from this angle. Also, you're inside now. Therefore, you're not in the darkness of outside.
All right.
Emma, if you'd like to
Yes.
introduce your character, what have you been up to?
Anathema's been keeping to himself, sitting at the bar. Every time the front door opens a little bit, he kind of jumps slightly and side eyes it, and then looks right back down at his drink, but hasn't interacted with anyone other than the barmaid. Um, not much right now, other than drinking and trying to be happy through alcohol.
What drink have you got?
Oh, honestly, the cheapest beer possible, or mead.
Yeah.
Actually, well,
Well,
mead
the
sounds kind
Golden
of
Country.
tasty. It's not. Yeah, it's.
The
Oh,
Golden Country is known for their wheat, so it would
oh,
probably be a
true.
beer.
It would probably be beer. I just started to think about how good mead is, but it would be just the cheapest beer.
Yeah. So probably a golden brew, as they call it
Hmm.
around here.
Hmm. I'm going to make my way over to the farthest on the end stool and pop a squat and see if I can get the attention of the barmaid.
It looks like she's about to doze off and is like, what? Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Good evening. perchance, do you offer bedding here?
Yeah, upstairs. Need a room?
And yes, if you have one. How much will that cost me?
How long are you planning on staying?
Uh, with all due luck, only one night.
All
But
right,
I
one
will
night, one
reserve it.
silver.
All right. And he rustles through a pouch along his waist, with the tinking of different like glasses and coins as it seems a bit disorganized, and pulls out one silver. Ah, there we are. Places it on the table. Will that do?
Thank you kindly. Can I get you a drink?
What selection of wines do you have?
Oh, we got a fancy boy over here. She goes and squats down, starts spinning, turning bottles. Red or uh red fine.
Red is perfectly fine. I appreciate it.
Cool. I have this bottle without a label on it. And she pulls out this really dusty bottle, blows off the top, pops the cork. Yeah, this'll be free, and pours you a glass.
You're sure? I can easily pay if you need.
Well, I mean, if you're paying, I'll take it.
Um, he's gonna place 2 copper.
Much appreciated. And she
Uh,
takes the copper, puts the bottle back down in its exact same spot, and sits back down on her chair.
do I see where the source of the music was coming from?
No.
Oh, interesting.
Uh,
How's the wine? Is it stale?
Very.
Ah, jeez.
It's
Anathema's gonna. Oh, sorry.
no, you're good. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, he's gonna keep his head down, but be kind of like, be looking to the side, uh, and kind of side eyeing him, especially the owl on his shoulder. 'Cause that's a
Uh,
little strange.
the owl looks back at you and tilts its head at you and doesn't stop staring at you.
Anathema's gonna tilt his head and just keep
Uh,
staring at the owl like it's a staring contest.
Cypher is going to slowly sip his stale wine and try to peer into back conversations to see if he can pick up on anything like where people are going or what people are planning to do with the rest of their night.
All right. Give me another perception check for that.
But of course. There you go.
Are you going to have your owl help you?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Sure. You just got to tell me how.
The owl, after staring at the blue tiefling to Cypher's right, is going to fly up to the wooden like barracks at the ceiling, and kind of hop over to right above different tables, and Cypher's going to concentrate for a second to try to listen through his owl's ears.
Okay. Roll me that second perception.
Voila. Would you like me to roll it through the owls? Or
Yeah, for that one, roll it through the owls.
You got it. Coming up.
Anathema's trying really hard to pretend like he's not fascinated in watching all of this.
All right.
11.
So with that 11, I'll let you pick one of the 3 conversations that are currently going on, because obviously, this person up here, they're not talking to anyone. You could guess what's going on over here. No idea what's happening here. And then also down here, this conversation.
I'll listen in on the 2 women at the bottom table.
All right. So, it seems like they're at first playing some kind of game that involves little miniature figures on this castle like board thing. Um, and so this first lady off to the side's like, all right, the book says there's we need to make a looking check. No, my looking check isn't that good. That's what happens when you dump your stats that way. Well, listen, if we get a high enough look check, we'll be able to see where the artifact is. And the artifact's description seems to be on page 21. No, hey, no, don't read ahead. No spoilers. All right. Here, roll your D13. And add your look modifier. And it seems like they're just kind of playing a game. But you notice that the music is coming from the board itself, as if it's enchanted.
Interesting. Cypher is going to finish his drink, take a little bit to rest after the journey, and then walk over towards their table. Excuse me, do you two have a moment?
Yes! Oh, wait, sorry, rolled a nat 13. What can I help you with?
I was curious as to where you acquired that interesting implement you have there. The one that's playing the music?
Yeah, it's enchanted by, they make a lot of weird artificery stuff. It's this new company that's popped up called TNT. No idea what it stands for, but they make some pretty entertaining stuff.
And where did you acquire this device?
Oh, some wandering merchant.
Do you know where they are now?
Where did you last see him? I mean, we saw him on the road to Torna, but they said something about going to Gwen.
Alright, I was simply curious. It seems like a very intricate and well-made device. I wanted to see if I could meet with this person.
Well, yeah, it cost us 20 platinum, and then, the lady over here punches her.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's very expensive. Don't steal it, or else I will cut off your arms.
My apologies, I would have no such thought. Since you've traveled from Torna recently, is that correct?
Yeah, we've just been kind of making a lap around the Golden Country, heading back to the front pretty soon.
Oh, from the front. Are you soldiers?
If you can call fighting for the New Alliance that.
My apologies, I didn't mean to pry.
No, it's fine. It's just, and this lady speaks up, mercenaries, but also soldiers. There's not much of a difference.
Are you for hire, perchance?
No. Our contract is currently with the, New Alliance, so we're just on a leave. There's been a lot of activity at the front, and around this time is when a lot of fancy royal stuff happens. So they've been recalling a bunch of knights back. Apparently there's some kind of wedding or something planned. But they've been recalling knights from the front to go and protect the city's back, so that way no shit happens. Not like we're planning on doing anything sneaky, we're just trying to protect our borders.
Interesting. Do you have any other colleagues, perchance? Colleagues? I'm looking to hire somebody to help me travel to Torna.
Good luck finding people going that way right now.
Is it tough this time of year?
It's not that it's tough, it's just not a lot of activity's been happening around Torna, which is strange. And because it's strange, that's keeping people away from going to the city, which is making it even stranger, so.
Interesting. I apologize for all the random questions. I'm just new and don't know the area too well.
Oh, don't worry, we can tell. Let me guess, Tetia?
I believe, yes. first time making my way away from it.
Where are you from?
Oh, I lived in a small village named Orna with my parents for the longest time.
With your parents.
I
And
mean, it's a family business. We were morticians.
oh no, that makes sense. Sorry, you just kind of give off that vibe.
Oh, I accept the compliment. Being at the same job with the same lively folk for so long kind of makes you want to go and explore somewhere else.
Yep.
I'll make my leave now. Thank you for the conversation.
Have a good one. All right, so natural 13 with the look check. What's your mod? And then you walk away as the sounds of their games are kind of molded back into the general rabble.
Goodness. I don't know if I could do it on my own. Is there, what are some of the other people up to? Like, what's the quiet person in the corner doing?
They're just sitting there watching
Just watching everyone?
watching everyone
Have they been looking at me?
every now and then.
Do they look like they're, like, hyper-focused on certain people, or they're just kind of people watching?
That feels like an insight check.
Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah, let me pull that up.
And speaking of insight checks, we got a non-D&D mechanic going on here, everyone. Welcome. I like making homebrew silly stuff. I like how the Masks TTRPG system does insight checks, which are Pierce the Mask checks. But basically, if you roll well enough versus someone's passive deception, if they're actively trying to deceive you, or just their natural deception, you can ask some questions like, what are you really planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How can I get your character to blank? And how can I get you on my side? These questions are modified rules from the Mass TTRPG. Please check it out. It's a really cool system. But yeah, give me an insight check.
Will do.
Heck, can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Were
I'm
you
so sorry. My-
trying to talk? Oh no.
No, my internet gave out, and so it knocked me out, and I'm back.
Oh no. Well, welcome back.
I was gonna do things. Well, I don't care.
Okay. Well,
I
here
really wasn't gonna
we'll
do
resolve this, and then you can do your things.
It really wasn't much.
It's all good. With an insight check like that, I will let you ask one question.
Sure. Let me pull up the question list.
Yeah.
I would like to ask the question, what
And
can
you
I
can
get
also
you,
ask your own question.
what can I get you to be on my side?
All right. So, the answer to that, is you genuinely don't know. You could try talking to them, but it's genuinely hard to tell if they're even like, you know, because I'm assuming it's like, how can I get you to be helpful to me? You genuinely don't know. This person is that much of an oddity.
Do I see if they have a drink at their table?
They have a loaf of bread.
Gotcha. Cypher is gonna raise his hand up towards the barmaid to see if he can get her attention.
Yo, what can I get you? Need another top off of the wine?
Yes, but quick question. Has that woman in the corner ordered anything other than the bread tonight?
No. They always come in, order bread, and sit in that corner. I have no idea who they are. They haven't talked to anyone. They just sit there and watch and eat the bread and then leave when their bread is gone. It's at this moment that they finish their bread and they stand up, start walking to the door, and the barmaid leads in. It's really fucking creepy.
Well, I must say that piques my interest.
Are you gonna stop them?
I will not. However,
Okay.
I would like for my owl to slowly start to follow where they're going.
All right.
Anathema's trying to side eye all of this.
They go outside. And let me put you into outside mode. Boom. They walk onto the grass. And you can fly over this porch, by the way. So you haven't lost line of sight with them. Walk past this window. Back behind the building where there are no windows. Don a mask and turn into a wolf and run.
All right. Looking into it right now, how far is I'm looking into Find Familiar to see how far away I can have the familiar go. Up to 100 feet. Can I have Mouse follow the wolf up to 100 feet?
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll a perception check to make sure that you can keep up with like you can keep watch of them and see where they're going.
Absolutely.
Because there is a bit of woods around North Town, and that is where they seem to be going. And once they hit those woods, that's when their stealth starts kicking in.
Gotcha. All right. I rolled a 21, or 21 total. Rolled an 18.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good.
He's a
Trying to
good
estimate
wolf.
their stealth because I wasn't expecting this.
Mm.
Oh,
Wow,
you're
baby.
able to follow them.
Only up to
You
100
follow
feet.
them to a circle of mushrooms, and when they walk into those mushrooms, they just disappear.
Now that is something interesting. Mouse, return to me. And
Do you say all of that out loud, by the way?
no, it's
Okay.
kind of a whisper under his breath. Although, is anybody kind of looking in my general direction that I can tell?
Barmaid's poured you more wine and then went back to her seat.
If it looks like...
And then Anathema?
I was gonna say, well, I mean, do you look kind of zoned out? Because I feel like seeing the owl leave and then you kind of just get really zoned out, Anathema will definitely be like looking at you.
It would look like he's sitting at the countertop, like takes a sip of wine, and then just sits there staring into the wine very intently.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was picturing too.
And then he
You
takes
know,
his hand kind of a little bit down towards his hip, or a little below it, puts his hand underneath where the stool is, snaps his finger, and then in a wisp of light blue smoke, the owl reappears on his shoulder.
Anathema jumps in his chair and then just looks straight forward. Actually, barmaid, can I get another one of these drinks?
Yeah. Reaches under the bar and then just pulls out a nice, pristine-looking bottle. Looks fairly new. On your tab?
How much?
Oh, it's like a copper or two.
And he pulls out a little leather satchel, and it's kind of clinky, jangly. but then he pours it out, and it's just there's little bits of metal and rocks, and it's, some jewelry that looks a little too nice. And he's like searching through it. Do you know of anywhere around here that might be hiring, or like I could do some short-term work for, or some, I don't know, anything?
Here. And then she goes underneath, slaps a rag on the table, and puts some empty mugs in front of you. Start cleaning.
Yeah, okay. Can I keep the beer that you brought over though?
I mean, as long as you clean those and don't leave.
All right. And he just starts wiping through the glasses.
Excuse me, and
He jumps again the minute you speak.
I couldn't help but overhear that you're looking for work. What kind of work do you usually do?
Are you hiring?
Like I said, what kind of work do you do? Are you
Any
just
kind of work that anyone could do. Are you with the cops?
Do I look like a copper?
No, it was really scary at first when, you were kind of muttering to yourself and then the owl came back. So I didn't think so, but I wanted to make sure. Well, I could do just about anything. I mean, how much are you willing to pay?
How well do you know this area? I'm looking to hire a
not
guy.
at all.
Not at all?
Not really, no. But do you?
No, not
Yeah, exactly.
personally.
So we got the same level of experience. I think that maybe we could help each other out.
Have you ever done bodyguard work?
I've beaten people up, if that counts.
I suppose that is one of the qualifiers.
Okay, well then I think I'm pretty qualified.
You're
not gonna...
apt at beating people up, as you say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, but this isn't like a scam or anything, right?
I certainly would hope not.
I also would hope not, because I would be the one getting scammed here. But
I'm looking to hire a carriage tomorrow to eventually make my way to Torna, and in my older years, I'm not quite as capable of defending myself. So I'm looking for somebody strong and capable to keep me safe on the road should anything go wrong.
Yeah, I think I could do that. If anything did go wrong, I could heal you anyways.
You can heal?
Yeah, is that good?
It's unexpected. You should have led with that. Where did you study?
I'm not very good with people. Study. One of those, a really good school. It's very religious. You probably haven't heard of it.
Try me. What's the name? I'm interested.
Well, you probably wouldn't know. It's in a really small town, in a really, way far from here. If you don't know this area, you wouldn't know this.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah. Are you trying to do... Emma, would you like to contest this?
Or
roll deception.
Okay. Oh boy.
He didn't study at a school.
Oh. Well, here, you get, it's not 5 above, but you do get to ask one question.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't.
Oh, they make me lag. 3D dice make me lag.
What are you really planning?
What am I really planning? Oh.
Yep, answer honestly.
I will. Honestly? Genuinely nothing. He's really broke and really, anxious right now, and just kind of wants some money and doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, it's, apologies for prying. It's none of my business where you come from. So,
Yeah, you're kind of right.
what's your rates? Do you have rates?
Oh, uh, what what would be your rate if you were me?
If I were you... Uh, Barmaid, how long is travel usually to, Torna from here?
Depends on which way you're going. You want to go through the capital?
Hmm. Yes.
Because you basically got two routes. You got the scenic route and you got the toll route.
The capital?
The
Yeah.
scenic route, is that longer?
It depends on how scenic you go, but you could head down here. There's a river that runs. You could head south from here down to the lake. There's usually some ferries for carriages and whatnot. Hitch a ride on that. They're mostly free. Um, and you can go down the river a bit. They usually drop you off on a road, and then there's a split to Dwell, Senros, the capital, and Torna. It's a bit longer. The way through the capital has some toll roads, some military checkpoints, but yeah, it's not that big of a problem. Um, and you get to see the capital, which is brand like in the scheme of everything around here. It's the newest thing, um, so it's pretty nice from what I've heard.
And do you know perchance how long it usually takes to travel the quote-unquote scenic route?
That scenic route, it'll take you about a day to get down to the road, and then day or two after that.
Hmm. I could pay you 2 gold a day. How does that sound?
Whole gold per day? I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. I a bit low for me personally, but since it is so far, I'd be happy to take you up on that offer.
All right.
But which way do you want to go? Because I mean, I've never been to the capital before. I've never been to that big of a city before. So many people.
Well, you don't need to worry. We're not going towards the capital. Bit too noisy for
Okay,
my
good.
taste. And tolls, I'm not in the mood for. Suppose just a quiet ride, a free ferry. Hopefully, nothing to get in the way.
Well, I'm more than willing to come. Will you teach me how you do the thing with your owl?
Have you... You said that you practice healing magic. How long did you study? It's a relatively rudimentary spell.
I'm I'm only good at certain things magically. I didn't study for very long. I'm still kind of young. Um, but I want to see how you do it. That's all.
Conjuration is something you can pick up within short order if you have the materials. Do you have a lot of incense?
Incense? No.
Yes, like candles or...
Um, not usually. I don't like fire either much.
Oh, well,
I'm
you might not be able to
just
do
kind of
this one until we get to...
nervous about it. That's all.
I
But
could teach you a thing or two on the trail. It's no big deal.
really, I love traveling. I can't wait. Oh, let me go get my things. I rented a room for the night with my last silver because I don't
Yeah.
exactly know what I'm doing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Can I expect you here, same place in the morning, about 6 a.m.?
Sure. Uh, yeah, I'll be right down in the morning as soon as I can. Oh, this is so exciting.
What time in the day is it?
It is nearing midnight.
Ah, good. I am exhausted.
Yeah,
Uh,
Anathema is literally gonna hasn't finished the beer or cleaning the cups that he was told to, and run up to his room.
Yeah, if you guys want to go up the stairs,
Oh yeah, there's stairs.
yeah, there's stairs, and down below. Oh wait, get that. here, I'll shift ping real quick, is an upstairs. The only problem is I don't remember which rooms are the nice rooms and which rooms aren't. All I remember is that this room's a broom closet.
Ah,
So
Fog.
find a door, pick it, and if there's an NPC inside there, apologize and we'll go to the next room.
I don't know where
how's
my
this one?
fog is.
Oh, it's up here. I'll bring it down for
Oh,
you.
my bee.
No, it's all good. There you go. That room? Alright, let's find out. It's a two-bedroom. Two-bedroom.
How do I see the doors?
I'm sure I only played
They're
one.
right in front,
Okay.
so,
It's just hard to tell with the darkness.
no, yeah, I don't blame you. You
Which
want
is this?
to try that
Is
room?
this the broom closet? Is this the broom closet?
No, that's a
Okay.
normal room.
No, good.
The
Okay.
broom
Cool.
closet
Cool.
is over here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank
You
you.
want to try that? I'm pretty sure you splurged for the big bedroom.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I can just show off all the bedrooms.
She didn't say what bedroom I had. I don't mind the extra space.
Nope. There's a little kitchenette upstairs, but that's for staff. I'm assuming the kitchen staff isn't here.
Oh, my bed is so small. Anathema's feet hang over the edge.
Lucky me.
He's like 6'4". Yeah.
That's about. Let's see. No snapping. How big did I make that bed? Oh no, he can fit. It's a 7-foot
okay.
long bed.
Damn. Well, I just assumed it was like a normal, like twin-size bed, but
Nah. No. Because there's a wide variety of height and
they got
folk
some
around these
big
parts.
bitches in this area.
Yeah, I mean, hey, an orc comes in and wants a room. You do not want an angry orc.
We're not gonna
you know?
racially discriminate.
Yeah. Doors are like, a solid 8 feet tall.
Damn, yeah. Anathema's gonna settle in for the night, wearing the same clothes as the day.
Is
And
there a lock on the door?
Here, let me give a roll for how actually nice this place is. Yeah, sure, there's a lock.
Alright. As Cypher settles in, he sets his stuff down on the bedside table and makes sure to lock the door.
Alright. It's not a good lock, but, And so, you both settle in for the night, content to just sleep for the next 6 hours. I don't know if Cypher is still planning on doing that 6 a.m.
Oh, he is. He gets up early in the
I
morning.
assume that's
whether he
about
likes it or
that's probably
not.
like dawn. I assume
His
like
body does that.
yeah, I could
Yeah.
probably be awake just from the sunlight creeping into the window.
Well,
That's
actually,
my alarm clock.
it is autumn time, so it would be getting
Okay, fair.
It would still be dark around the time. But you all get up. I'm not gonna make your roll or anything like that. It's session 0, the fun session. So you all rest pretty nicely. They're fairly comfortable beds. I'd give them an 11 out of 20.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah. And now, you guys will be able to see the map of the Golden Country. Ooh. So, we ended last session, over here in Dranma, and I'll delete these later. Okay, good, I'm on the right layer. And you guys start off in Northtown and begin your journey down to the lake, that, what's the name for the Astron Council. Those are the rulers of the Golden Country. They haven't really decided on a name for this lake yet, so it's just the lake. Yeah,
yeah.
It's just the lake.
Yep.
And you're able to find a few other caravans, and
Question.
with the Uh-huh.
Before we had left the town, I wanted to see if I could go and investigate the ring of mushrooms from earlier.
Oh. Are you gonna take Anathema along with you?
Yes, actually.
All right.
I mean, I'm already downstairs at the bar at 6 a.m. sharp.
Ah, good. You follow directions well. That will
Oh
be
yes,
very
boss.
useful. Now, before we head off, there was something that piqued my interest last night. Do you have time to come with me towards the back of this here tavern to take a look at something?
Yeah, I have however much time you have.
Well, that's true. I guess you're on my time clock, or I'm on your time clock now. Cool.
But yeah,
Cypher's going to lead Anathema north of the tavern through some of the forest to try to recall where he saw that wolf run.
All right.
Am I able to find it?
I would say give me a history check with advantage, because you know the way, but you can still get lost.
Hmm. 22 total.
It's actually fairly well hidden. The wolf was small enough to kind of leap through some brush, and your owl had lost him a few times, but was able to find him again by going through the brush. It's an awkward path for two normal people and not an animal to walk, but you are able to find yourself standing around the circle of mushrooms. There's no one there.
Cypher is going to take from his pouch a small bag of sand that he has, pinch a small bit, and flick the sand into the circle to see what happens.
It falls in the circle.
Nothing
how
happens.
did you know that this was here?
If I told you I saw a wolf flee from the back of the tavern through the woods to this very spot, would you believe me?
No, probably not.
Hmm.
I could detect magic.
Can you?
I could try that. I mean, maybe worth a try.
Absolutely, I would love to see how you do it.
Yes, of course. And I'm gonna cast detect magic.
All right. Are you doing that as a ritual or a spell slot?
Um, a spell slot. Wait. Oh no, yeah, it's a spell slot. Sorry.
Okay.
Cypher's going to watch very intently on how they cast it.
So, here, can you pop detect magic in here, so that way I can
Yes.
see it? Because I can tell you the school of magic. I know that's a part of it. So it is magic. It is conjuration magic. You can use your action, faint for creatures, magic, and learn what school magic, if any. So yeah, it is magic with conjuration magic.
Yeah, and Anathema's gonna say that out loud as he finds out.
Do you see if it's the mushrooms themselves that are magic?
Do I?
No. There appears to be, and it's been covered up with some brush, but you kind of see it glowing through the grass, and brush it away. And there's a ring of stone sigils.
Seen anything
Fascinating.
like this before?
Is it stuck in the ground, or is it something that can be picked up or like taken?
Do you want to touch it?
Yes.
I want to touch it.
Yes.
Oh, Anathema's definitely stupid enough to try and touch it right away after doing detect magic.
Okay. Can you give me a dex save?
Yes.
Um, You are about to touch it. You're leaning down, about to touch it, and out of nowhere, imperceptible to either of you, a wolf jumps on you, knocking you over away from it, and then leaps back into the woods.
Anathema is going to scream. I can't because my roommate will yell at me, but I didn't.
Well, I did tell you that a wolf led me here, didn't I? Are you
I didn't
hurt?
know I was going to come back. No, I don't think I'm hurt. Even if I was, I'd be more useful than you would in that situation. But not the point. Did you see where it went?
Did I see where it went?
Make me a perception check.
Oh, another perception check. Oh, didn't mean to roll with advantage. It's a 2.
It's a 2.
Oof,
No.
ouch. I'm
No.
blind.
It was kind of just like, holy fuck, there's a wolf.
I'm sorry, I didn't expect it to be out here. Well,
I
if
thought
it's
you
gone
knew it was a
now,
wolf. Yeah, okay.
I'm just gonna try to touch the sigil as well.
As you reach your hand down towards it, you hear a low growl. You take it that the pounce was a warning.
Is the hole the wolf?
Can
No,
I,
No,
that'd be
it's
stupid.
not coming. It's not coming
I
from
know.
the circle. Yeah.
Can I identify where the wolf is from the growl?
Not with a 2 perception.
Can I try?
Sure. Nope.
Hands on my baby.
Let's see.
Are you sure we should be messing with this? I mean, I'm just as curious as you are, if not more, but I'm a little scared.
I mean, you're not earning many marks on being a good bodyguard right now.
Well, you didn't say there were going to be wolves jumping out of mushrooms.
Well, I mean, just prepare to defend me just in case, I suppose. And
Hey, yeah.
from his pouch, he's going to dip one of his fingers into a small vial containing the cheap wine from last night, and then pull his finger back out with one drop on the tip of his finger as it turns into a light blue, and then courses up his arm as he's going to cast False Life on himself.
Ah.
Mm.
Ooh.
Oh,
1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points for the duration.
All right. Oh, that's so
5.
close to a 4. Oh, that was so close to a 4.
Very.
So so 5 extra HP.
5
Cool.
temp hit points.
All right. And as he does that, then he's going to try to reach for it again.
You're reaching for it?
I'm reaching for it.
I'm preparing cure wounds.
Okay, also, are you reaching for it with the intent to pull it out of the ground, or are you reaching for it with the intent to just touch it?
Does it look like something that can be pulled out of the ground?
Maybe. It's hard to tell with the dirt around it. Because you know how sometimes you see a rock in the ground, and you're like, oh, I can just pull that out, and you pull and you can't get it out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those situations.
I have the intent to first, kind of look at it and touch it and feel the grooves of the glyph, to try to, study it. And
Okay.
then after that, if it does feel like I can pull it out and take it, that is the second step.
Alright, give me an investigation check.
Ooh,
Or,
yes,
not investigation check, actually. Give me an arcana check. Because
Yes,
you're
please.
investigating it for its magic.
Oh, man, feels great. This is what I wanted. A dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, kind of looking it over, this is a teleportation circle.
Fascinating. What are
And
you
actually,
doing out here?
okay. because of your backstory, give me a history check.
Feels good, mate.
Feels good, baby.
16.
With a 16, that okay. So you don't entirely remember. You don't even remember what book you read it from, but you remember as you're perusing the various books of a local library, um, you stumbled upon one that spoke about druidic magics. And it's odd. Normally, they're not marked. Well, no, they are marked this way normally, actually. But there should have been another indicator in the center, a cut down stump, where druids would chisel stone glyphs, grow mushrooms around them to indicate it, and have a wood, like a tree stump in the very center to signify that it is a teleportation to a druid grove.
So it would be a, just so I can understand the layout, it would be a ring of mushrooms, a sigil. Is the sigil supposed to be in the tree stump, or
It's
the
a
tree
ring of
stump?
sigils
Okay.
in the ground.
Mhm.
And normally there's supposed to be, all of this is supposed to be around a tree stump, but there's no tree stump.
Gotcha. So it's supposed to be a ring of sigils around a tree stump. And then are the ring of mushrooms normal, or is the ring of mushrooms the odd thing here?
No, the ring of mushrooms are normal.
Okay.
The mushrooms in the stump are the insignia for other druids that there's a teleportation circle there.
Gotcha.
You don't necessarily know where it could lead to, but you've basically discerned what this is.
Okay. Uh, so based on that information, can I notice if there are other sigils as well?
Like nearby?
Yes.
Um,
Or a stump.
how, okay. So like in the general area.
Yes. You said that
Okay.
there wasn't a stump, right?
There was not.
There's no stump.
Make an
Oh.
investigation check at disadvantage.
Odds are against me.
Because there is a wolf out there.
But my curiosity must
Oh,
be
I got your back
satiated.
about the wolf.
An 8. I saw
You
the
can't
dice
find
bump
anything.
each other.
You can't find anything.
And does it look like I can take the sigil?
Are you gonna try?
I'm gonna try.
Alright, make me a dexterity save.
Yeah. All right. Dexterity save.
Oh, wait.
Hmm.
I didn't upload any of my combat music because I wasn't expecting combat for these sessions.
Wild card,
No.
baby.
Wild card, baby. So yeah, make me that dex save.
Hell yeah, dude.
As you did. Oh, okay. So you didn't heed the warning of the wolf, but you were expecting the wolf this time and the growl as a beast jumps out from the woods itself, attempting to pounce and pin you down to the ground to maul the shit out of you, but instead you leap back away from the rings and it stands between you and the circle, and it gives a very, very angry growl.
I'm assuming you can understand me right now.
It does that like growl bark, like gnashing its teeth at you.
I apologize for overstepping. I will not make any advances past this point.
It's still growling.
We will leave. I was merely curious about this setup and about possibly replicating it myself. I only wish to understand. I do not wish to intrude.
It stops growling, but you can tell that it's still very angry at you.
That is deserved.
Leave.
Have a good day. Your next bread is on me. The next time you go in, I will have already paid for it.
It cocks its head confused at you.
Have a good morning. And I turn around to leave.
You sure it's the same wolf, or are you being wolf racist? And Anathema's gonna follow after you.
I'm gonna think it's the same one, but if I'm wrong, then I'm sure it's confused.
It's already mad at us.
No,
And
but
you
it was
can
an
tell
enlightening
it's following
experience.
you.
I could feel it.
It's no worries. It's just a thing. Or as soon as we're gone, I'm sure it'll back off.
Okay, yeah.
And once you leave the forest, it does.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was a little. It was a little bit much.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm a bodyguard. I gotta be tough.
That's correct. You do need to be tough. If that wolf
Yeah.
had actually landed on me, would you have been prepared to fight it?
I would have been prepared to heal you after it mauled you.
I give that answer a 5 out of 10. Anyway,
That's
let's make for the
pretty
carriage,
good.
shall we?
Yeah, of
5 out of
course.
10 is still a failing grade, unfortunately.
Well, how would you know?
How wouldn't you know? You said you went to school.
I I did. I did. And I was
Insight
actually
check. Is that bullshit?
Roll an insight check.
I'm gonna roll an insight
And
check.
I'm assuming if you pass... Oh, you didn't. Nope.
He went to
Damn.
school, yeah. Why would he be
God, I
lying
pity
about
your
that?
teacher.
Yeah.
You know, it could always just be 10 silver a day.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
Good boy. Now, let's get moving.
As we're
And
walking to the thing, right?
Yeah,
The,
are you
the
walking back
carriage.
to the inn,
Oh
or are you
yeah,
going?
Are we?
Because you
I
said
said,
you'd pay
where's the
for bread.
yeah, we gotta pay for bread, don't we?
Oh,
Or are we lying about that?
He's gonna go back to the tavern before leaving and ask to pay for one loaf of bread for the person who always comes in to get bread.
Give me a second. What? Oh, Windows key. I'm trying to set up this map. You enter, and I'm not gonna put your pogs in, but you enter, and they're already seated there, with a loaf of bread.
Oh. Absolutely even more interesting.
Just watching.
I'm gonna pull up a seat and sit at the same table as them.
Anathema does not know who this person is.
There you go. And then there's.
I don't know that this was the wolf, or potentially the wolf, I guess. So I'm gonna stand like really behind here, very awkwardly, but trying to like look really big, like a bodyguard should.
Right on. They just kind of look at you questioningly, like, why are you sitting here?
I apologize if this is forward, but what is a druid doing in a place like this?
What do you mean, what is a druid doing in a place like this?
I've seen your circle in the woods.
Make me a perception check real quick.
Yeah. 11.
You see them reach for something, but you don't know what.
I mean you no harm. I am personally fascinated by the arcane, and I was interested in how you crafted such a thing, how long it takes. I want to know more about it.
That is not for me to tell. My job is to watch, to observe the people of this town, and to make sure nothing happens to the forest.
A noble cause. Is that type of thing something only your people can do, or is it something anybody could learn? Or does
Like I
it put
said,
you at risk to teach it?
I'm only here to watch and observe.
Hmm. What order do you belong to?
Right, you're not from here. The Circle of Dreams. As long as the forest is healthy, everyone in this town is given a pleasant night's rest. It's the magic of this place.
And as somebody who watches so diligently, has there been anything of concern as of late that we should keep an eye out for?
Where are you headed?
Heading to Torna right now. I don't know a single thing about the path.
There is danger in those lands.
What kind?
The kind you don't want to get mixed in with.
And what if I have no
War,
other option?
death, and souls that cannot leave are all trapped in that area.
You say souls that cannot leave. How are you so sure?
Because I am not of the Circle of the Dreams.
Do you know the wolf that lives in that woods?
Which one?
I knew there were
Tried
more.
to gnaw my face off when I got too close to a sigil.
You must have deserved it. They always give warnings.
Oh no, I very much did.
Why did you not
It
heed
did
the
warn us.
You could say curiosity killed the cat.
And you thought not to explain yourself?
Fair enough point.
Yeah, we
I've
could have
always
just
been a bit
left.
bullheaded. We've left it as it is, and have caused no harm.
You wouldn't be here if you didn't leave it undisturbed.
Fair point. So Torn is bad news, is it?
At least for us. For my kind, it was.
And why is that?
Why do you think I'm here?
You're being persecuted out here?
No. The
Why?
highlands are dangerous. The forests have been raided. There is turmoil near that town. It is a death sentence for all who travel near it.
Has anybody tried to go there?
People leave. No one goes.
No one returns.
Not that I much care to return, anyways. This town isn't my favorite place I've stopped. No offense.
I don't care for the town, I care for the forest.
Well,
And bread.
I wish you luck and thank you for the insight.
It is delicious, and I appreciate your thanks. I hope in the future, if you are ever warned, you explain yourself first. We're not beasts that we might take on their face.
And there are those who don't wear a beast's face and are much more dangerous. I apologize for the intrusion, and I'm going to leave a silver on the table for your next bread. Thank you for your time.
Looks at you like, what? What?
And if you do know that person, apologize to them for me. Still
You
learning
should,
the. Hmm?
you should apologize yourself, but it will be done.
If I see them, I'm sure to. All right, Anathema, we're going.
And Anathema's gonna kind of stand back and just look at them with just kind of sad eyes before following behind him closely. Yeah, of course.
Oh, apparently people are going to Torna not coming back.
Well, like I said, I don't care much to come back, but I sure hope I don't, you know, never come back anywhere after.
Hmm.
Do you do you think it's that dangerous? Really?
I mean, they were a little vague.
I know. It felt a little bit disingenuous, but I can't help but worry.
I mean, how could a trade town suddenly become a place of death?
True. I mean, if so many people are going through the area, it can't be that bad.
And especially when I spoke with the two women in the tavern earlier, and they didn't seem concerned about anything. They just said that not a lot of people were going.
Oh, really? Well, that gives me a bit more hope. As long as, we don't run into anyone particularly bad, it should be fine. Hopefully, I think. It'll be fine.
Oh, let's hope that curiosity doesn't kill me this time.
If it does, I'll be there to stand you right back up.
Much obliged. All right, let's get moving, shall we?
Yes, of course.
And move, you do. As you head out from Northtown, down to the lake, you're able to find a ferry um, that has some pretty strong looking orcs that row it. There's some humans, other races mixed in. A lot of people with caravans bringing goods from Tetia, hoping to make a market, or make the market and sell them high down in Dwell. Some people are even planning to go deep into the Mariner's Land. Um, but it's a fairly interesting technique. They have some sorcerers on the boat as well, which make it kind of seem to glide across the lake as you continue down and around. But as your day continues, a storm begins to brew. Um, and Originally, they were going to take the ferry along the edge of the lake all the way down the river that continues southwards, but you have to stop just because it seems like a really nasty storm. And they give you the option of, well, you can either wait for the storm to pass or you can continue walking. And since you guys were planning on getting off the bridge, they suggest, you know, why not just keep on going? So it's your choice.
I personally see no reason not to.
I mean, I'm not the fondest of getting wet.
Oh, come on now. Is it really that bad?
I mean, if we find a covered carriage, I suppose it wouldn't be that bad.
Do you see one anywhere? I mean, where else are we going to stay?
Is there anybody nearby I could ask where, like, the nearest town would be?
Good point.
Well, I mean, there's a whole bunch of people, with you,
Yeah.
just kind of waiting. And everyone says that, the nearest town is, it would just be Dwell down there, which is about, 2 days walk, same distance as Torna, just because it's a bit not as well maintained road. The whole reason why people are going down the river is because it's just faster. Um I mean, I guess 12 would be like a day and a half. Torna would be more 2 days. But that's in the entire opposite direction of where you're going.
But there is a place right here where everyone's waiting, staying away from the storm.
Yeah, it's just kind of shoreside cabins.
Well, I suppose this could work for now. I don't know what's out there, and the last thing I want is to approach a place that apparently people aren't returning from in the middle of a gigantic storm.
And I guess you're right. I'm just a little antsy staying out here. I don't know why. It should be fine. Are we going to settle in for the night?
What time of day is it?
Oh yeah, is it
Let's
just
see.
daytime? Am I wrong?
Well, I mean, given with how long you guys spent, I'd say it's closer to like 7 or 8 actually, because this whole stretch that you did was about, like, let's see, because if we're saying that this is 2 days, yeah, that's a good day's worth of travel, so it's nearing nighttime.
No, we're gonna hunker down for the night. I'm already getting tired.
Do actually.
My knees are getting a bit creaky.
I mean, so Muffet, can I ask? Is it just like little cabins around us? What all
Yeah.
do we have around us? Okay,
It seems just like little
just a little
cabins.
encampment. Okay.
Yeah, a small little hamlet. There are people, like fishers and stuff. And you can tell a lot of the houses.
Are there any churches?
No,
Mm.
not here.
Yeah, worth
Um,
asking.
No, it's all good. There's not like a lot of the houses. It's not that they're abandoned. It's just that they seem like summer houses for people. People on the ferry are going up to some of these like cabins and stuff and just popping the locks off and saying, "All right, you can sleep in here tonight." Like, don't make a mess. Clean up your stuff, or else you're not getting back onto the ferry. And someone approaches a half orc fellow, and he's like, "You guys gonna take it out here, or you want me to pop open a cabin for you?"
If you could pop open a cabin, I would greatly appreciate it.
I'll go pop open a cabin.
Thank you for popping open a cabin.
You're welcome for popping open a cabin. And he
Anytime.
goes, and you see him just kind of look at one of the doors, and then this like very muscular, he's one of the rowers. He goes up and with a lockpick picks the lock to the door and pops it open. As your cabin.
Thank you for the cabin.
No problem for the cabin.
I can't hear the
Enjoy
word
your
cabin
cabin.
anymore.
Come
What?
now.
What was that about saying cabin?
Nothing.
Alright.
I was just thanking you for the cabin.
Oh, right. You're welcome for the cabin.
What's your name, by the way, fine gentleman?
Rick.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rick.
No problem. You're welcome very much.
Have a good night. Be safe now.
I mean, yeah, I'll try to be. And just
Good.
walks off.
Alright, what have we got in this cabin here?
It's a small one-bed cabin.
Oh,
I will be taking the bed.
I can sleep on the floor.
I
Not
have
a
an extra
problem.
bedroll if you would like to stack. Do you have a bedroll?
Yeah, at least I have that.
You can take my bedroll and you can double stack them to make it a bit comfier.
I would appreciate it.
And, of course, as promised, and reaching into his side pouch and then placing in the palm of your hand, 2 gold pieces.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'll go settle into bed.
Alright.
And you could just hear the coins like clinking together while like he's just playing with them in his hand.
I sure know how to pick 'em, don't I? Alright. So Rick popped the lock on the cabin, right?
Yeah, you can relock it. It's not damaged.
Beautiful. I'm going to attempt to relock the door.
You relock the door.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna get in bed and attempt to sleep through the storm.
It's not bad. There's no thunder. It's just a lot of rain.
Make it easier to
which
sleep,
is
honestly.
yeah. It's the rain that's really causing the problem for the boat and stuff, but it's fine. And you sleep peacefully through the night. Get up.
Anathema. The thunder
So?
is scary.
There is no thunder. It's
There is
just
no
heavy
thunder.
rain.
The rain is scary.
The
There
rain
could
is
be
scary.
thunder.
You never know when it'll strike. But are you still waking up at your 6 a.m.?
Oh, easily.
Yeah, I
Whether
mean,
he
yeah.
likes it or not, his body does it for him.
Yeah.
His age?
Yeah, that's fair. So you both get
Anathema
up.
does snore. Okay, yeah.
No, it's fine. You get up. It's a light drizzle now. There's not much to the rain, but it seems like it's gonna pass. And you begin your walk. Let me go back to this. You begin your walk down as muddy road slowly turns into bits of stone here and there to kind of help make the terrain a bit more bearable. It seems like there is actually supposed to be a road extending here as you see the beginning or end, I guess, of a much nicer stone road. And eventually you come along at a crossroads where you meet 2 other individuals. Wait, shit, I didn't put you guys up. Thought I threw you up here.
Flubbed it.
But yeah. Oh no, that's a line, not draw. There we go. But yeah, you come to a crossroads. It's actually really nice. There's a small fountain that's been filled up with drinking water from the rain, and you see 2 travelers that just look exhausted, like you both. But they seem to be a bit more hastily put together, as Vith and Eleanor, our other 2 players, come to the crossroads. And this is where we will end tonight's session 0.
Hey.
As we prepare for the grand meetup
Ayo.
next week at Sunday, 7 p.m., session 1.
Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing to stay caught up. You can also catch us live at twitch.tv/Bards on Call, Sundays at 7:30 p.m. CST. We hope to see you there.